Radha Rani ki Jai. Today is the festival, the appearance day of Bhagavati, Parashakti, Krishna Swarupa, Kirtida Kumari, Vishbhanu Dulari, Srimati Radharani. Heartiest congratulations to all of you, as you are getting the opportunity to hear something about Radharani on this auspicious day. The Paratpar Tattva, Lord Sri Krishna himself, always wishes to hear about Radharani. So all of us need to know, understand Radharani in true sense. If we really want to celebrate Radha Ashtami, we must know who Radha really is and why I am celebrating Radha Ashtami. If we want to celebrate Radha Ashtami, we must know who is Sri Krishna, who is Srimati Radharani, who are the gopis, the Braj beauties. We all need to know all this very, very clearly. This pravachan will not be of much benefit to all the new devotees who have come here. Sri Krishna is Nitya Ananda Rasa Brahma Tattva, the personification of eternal happiness, Rasa Brahma. Sri Krishna himself relishes his own Nij Ananda Rasa, the sweetness of his own bliss, by manifesting himself in the form of love personification. Sri Krishna, the Sachidanand Vigraha, manifests his own bliss, Nijanand, in the form of Radharani. Radharani's Prem Vigraha Rupa, the personification of love. That love is actually the condensed bliss residing inside. Radharani and Sri Krishna are abhin, they are non-different. There is no difference between Radha and Krishna. If we try to understand Radha and Krishna merely on physical aspect, we will never be able to understand. Skand Puran states, Atmaramasya Krishnasya dhruvam atmanasti radhika. The Atmanam Sri Krishna, who is the Atma of Sri Krishna? Radharani. This is Dhruva Satya, eternally true. Just as death is the truth of life, similarly Srimati Radharani is the Atma of Krishna, that is the truth of life of Sri Krishna. Now, why is Sri Krishna called Atmaram? Because the Atma, the soul of Krishna, Radharani, he does Raman in his own Atma, that is why he is called Atmaram. Just now, what did I tell? Who is Sri Krishna's Atma? Radha. And what do the Vedas further state? Aham aradhya hridye atmarupena samstita. He says, I myself reside in the heart of Radha in the form of her Atma. And what does Skand Puran states? That Sri Radha resides as Atma of Krishna. Thus, both Radha and Krishna are totally non-different. Though non-different, they manifest in different forms eternally to relish Leela Ras. Shri Krishna relishes bliss from Parashakti Radha. They are non-different. Krishna does not search for happiness outside, anywhere outside. The way Jiva does, the living entity looks for happiness outside. Krishna doesn't look outside for happiness. And who are these Gopijan? Vallabha, Braj beauties, they are the Antarang Vrittis, the innermost sparks of the Hladni Shakti, the bliss potency Radharani, who manifest outside. They are Gopis, the Braj Gopis, who are always increasing the bliss of Sri Sri Radha Madhav. The Antarang faculty, the Vrittis of the Hladni Shakti, lakhs and crores of such Antarang Vrittis of Hladni Shakti manifest themselves in innumerable forms and remain engaged in increasing the bliss of Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, the Parabrahma Ras Tattva. The Gopis are Kaya Vihurupa, the expanding phalanx of Srimati Radhika. In reality, Sri Krishna is Radha and Sri Radha is Sri Krishna, And all these Braj Gopis are the Antarang Vrittis of the Hladni Shakti. These Antarang Vrittis, the rays, they manifest themselves in different individual forms, as Sakhis, as Manjaris, as Dutis, as Sacharis. In different forms, these Vrittis manifest themselves and are constantly engaged, absorbed in increasing the bliss of Shri Radha Madhav. These are Gopijan, the Braj beauties. They are just like an instrument. Let's try to understand further of who Gopijan, the Braj beauties are. They are Srimati Radharani's Vichitra Vikas Vilas. Vichitra means variegated. Mere one vritti of Radharani, not Radharani, complete. Only one vritti of Radharani, let's say a mood of Radharani is one Gopi, one Manjari, one Sakhi. This way there are innumerable innermost vrittis. They are all Gopijan Gopis, the Braj beauties. Till an iota, a drop of love is attained from the personification of Hladni Shakti, Sri Radha, no jiva can attain the service of the Lord. We say Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. But what does Radharani actually do? We should know this properly. Else, how can we ever relish the bliss of her service? Who are you? Who Radharani is? And what is your relationship with her? We need to know. Even among Sakhis, Gopis, there are three types of relationship with Radharani. Krishna Snehadika, Radha Snehadika and Sam Sneha. Three types of Gopis. Those whose love for Krishna is more than as compared to their love for Radha, they are called Krishna Snehadika. And those who have equal love for Radha Krishna, they are Sam Sneha. And the Manjaris are Radha Snehadika. Their love for Radharani is greater than their love for Krishna. And this Manjari Bhava is especially the gift which Mahaprabhu has come here to give us. Manjaris always experience themselves as Radha Snehadika. So we, the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, whenever we get up in the morning, we should firmly believe, who am I? I am soul. No, I am Radha Snehadika. I have more love for Radha than Krishna. I am 12 years old. In the morning we get up, we should remember this, the Gaudiya Vaishnavas who are chanting Hare Krishna. At the time of sleeping, what should we remember? I am Radha Snehadika. And of course, when we are awake, what should we remember? I am Radha Snehadika. I am servant of Radharani. So when we will do it this way, only then we will experience the same in dreams. You want to do Radharani's service? Do you want to? This is why you have come here. Isn't it? So, who is stopping you? Who is objecting? Is anyone stopping you rendering service to Radharani? Render service. Simple. Why are you so physical in your thinking? Why do you think so physically? You want to serve. Why always thinking physically that now I will offer roti or I will offer money, I will do physical service? Radharani's service is possible even at this time, right now, for you. You please come out of your concept of being physical always. You are not physical. You are spiritual. Soul, you are spiritual. Your relationships cannot be material, cannot be physical. You are spiritual. All your relationships are spiritual. When the Gurudev, spiritual master, gives you Diksha in an unbroken 500-year-old lineage from Mahaprabhu, that initiation establishes your eternal relationship with Radharani in Manjari Bhava. He gives you all the mantras, Manjari mantras, Radharani mantra, Mahaprabhu mantras. So when after this initiation is established, the relationship is established, which was not there before, then you start doing the seva of Radharani. Don't think physical. Radharani is not a physical tattva. When we want to serve, why do we think at physical level? Though we are offering this way to the deities, but still we can do it mentally as well. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, a devotee was about to offer hot kheer in his meditation, so he thought of checking it is hot or not, he put his finger and it got burnt. Why? Because serving mentally is actually direct service only. Don't be physical in your thinking. Please stop it. Don't be physical in your relationship. She is my mother, physical mother. She is my physical wife. He is my friend, physical friend. Why are we so stuck up in this physical concept? Radharani is reality. Just as we say, he is my friend, likewise, she is my Swamini. She is my Guru Manjari. She is Lalita Sakhi. They are all mine. They are real. They are not physical. They are spiritual. So establish this spiritual relationship. Who is stopping? And once when you take proper initiation in a proper bona fide lineage, you will attain your Manjari Swarup, your Siddha Pranali, your eternal Manjari form from Gurudev. And then you will render service accordingly. Who renders service to Radharani? The living entities who go from this world to the spiritual world. Who renders service? Those who forget everything of this world. They can come up. They can go up to the spiritual world. Only this is to be done. What do we have to do to attain this Manjari Bhava, the Unnat Ujjwal Ras, the elevated brilliant Rasa? Just unlearn whatever you have learned. And you have to learn that the expertise of service, that is why Mahaprabhu says, At-eva Gopi Bhav Kori Angikar. The Gopi Bhav is not physical, it is spiritual. So whatever feelings we have with our mother, etc., what are those feelings? They are related to physical bodies. When you see your mother, your physical, by seeing physical, your emotions arise. And what are all these emotions? They are always present just on the surface level of the memory. If that is erased, that is, if the memory loss occurs, then all your emotions, all your memories are gone. So you are vanished from the memory loss. So is this your life? A tiny memory chip, that's all? Is this your life? Such a cheap life, such an ordinary life? Everyone is having their small chip. So we can put whatever we want in that chip. Don't be physical in your relationships. You are not physical. We do darshan of Radha Krishna in different temples. Lalita Vishakha are also there. We say Lalita Vishakha, but still don't feel any relationship with them. Feel absolutely no relationship. Why don't we feel so? We should try to know who Radharani is. Who is Lalita? Who is Vishakha? They are the Param Preshta Sakhis. The most confidential Sakhis of Radharani. Most dearmost Sakhis. I will tell you something, that so that the festival of Radhashtami, we wish to celebrate Radhashtami throughout the year, not just today. Rather, you should celebrate Radhashtami throughout your life, from today's Katha. That is our purpose. Once Radharani was sitting in Sanket Kunj, meaning by indication, a place is told where Radha Krishna's love sports will take place. So Radharani in her Abhisarika form with intense eagerness was waiting for Sri Krishna. She waited, got tired, but Krishna, he failed to show up. Then after a long time, Krishna comes at the entry gate of the Kunja. The moment she takes darshan of Krishna, Lalita Sakhi had already instructed Radharani to sit in Man, be angry with Krishna. Radharani was being taught by Lalita not to make up with him easily. And Radharani never disobeys or ignores Lalita Sakhi. So Radharani is sitting in Man and tells Krishna, Hey Shyam, why have you come here? Your red eyes clearly show your anurag, your attachment to another woman. It's better you go to that woman with whom you had been and you had been getting bliss from her. So you better go there, don't come here. Alright? Now go. In this way, Radharani is sitting in Man. I want to tell you one thing very clearly. This Man is not like the anger or the annoying feeling which one gets here with their kids and husbands and this. In spiritual world, Golok, everything is rasa only. There is no annoyance as such. Here people refuse to talk, get angry with their spouse, kids. But why is Radharani getting upset with Krishna? To make Krishna relish manras, not for her own pleasure. And who are the gopis? They are the personification of love. So every desire of these love personified gopis, they are eating, they are drinking, it is for whom? For whose pleasure? For the pleasure of the one they love. Why do they wear clothes? Why do we wear clothes? Because we like that. Why do we take bath? Because we like. Why do we eat? Because we like to. But gopis are not like that. They decorate themselves very beautifully. What for? They wear ornaments, diamond necklaces, gems, studded anklets, silk sarees. Why? For Krishna. Not for their own pleasure. They even breathe only for Krishna's pleasure. And telling this in between so that we don't get illusioned. Radharani does man to make Krishna relish man ras. Now, when she is in the state of man, love takes a very sweet form. It becomes all the more relishable. For Lord, there is nothing which is unattainable. But at the time of man, Shri Krishna's own Aladni Shakti becomes unattainable for him. To attain her becomes difficult for Krishna. So to make Krishna relish man ras, Radharani does man. Now our Sham is totally maddened over sweetness of Kishori ji. Sham is maddened and requesting in various ways, bowing down before Radharani, "Oh Kishori ji, please forgive me. I swear I will never repeat my mistake in future. Actually, I did not even go there. Krishna is doing chatukari, trying to please Radharani in various ways. But Radharani, she is not ready to make up with him, to give up her man. Why? Because Lalita ji's instruction, beware to break the man. Now to attain a glimpse, Radharani's mercy, the Paratpar Tattva, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, darshan of whose, the particle of whose lotus feet is unattainable by Brahma and Shiva, even after doing penances for millions of years, so much sacrifices, still no darshan. What is this Paratpar Tattva doing? This Krishna, Supreme Lord, is standing and begging, and Manjari, we are standing close by. Krishna indicates us the Manjari that let's go outside the Kunja, and he calls them outside. Krishna has firm belief that Manjaris are Radharani's very dear Sakhis. If Manjaris request Radharani on his behalf, Radharani will never refuse. As we say, go through them, no? You are not going to be rejected. So Krishna begs, folds his hands before us, the Manjaris, and requests to kindly beg forgiveness on his behalf. All glories to this Radha Dasyam, all glories to Sriman Mahaprabhu, all glories to his supreme gift, the Manjari Bhava. He doesn't beg in front of others, only in front of Manjaris. The Lord, the master of innumerable Brahmandas, universes, on whose indication even the Kal, the time factor, fears, on whose indication the wind blows, the water flows, one breathes, the world is created. That Parabrahma Krishna is praying with folded hands before Manjari. Why? Because he has firm conviction that he cannot woo Radharani on his own. We go to whom to get our work done? To the Lord. And here the Lord is trying to get his work done. And whom is he approaching? Us, the Manjaris. So Mahaprabhu has descended to give us this. The Lord begs before us. He will beg, he will request before us. Can you believe it? This is a supreme gift. Anarpit charim chira. Never bestowed before. Lord knows that if Manjaris will say, it's okay, Radharani, forgive Krishna, because Manjari abhinn-deha, abhinn-prana, Kishori ji will never refuse. Now Manjaris could not tolerate Krishna's pitiful condition. Krishna has prayed, requested so much, so you can imagine Krishna bowing down before Manjari. Manjari could not resist. Means I could not resist. Then we say, okay Krishna, hold on, let me see. You stay here. Don't come inside till I say so. Manjari, we ourselves we go inside and ask Radharani, why are you sitting in one? On one hand, you yourself cannot wait for Krishna, cannot tolerate Krishna's separation. Day and night you are just weeping. And now when he has come, you are waiting, letting him wait outside. When he is here, you are sitting in man. Why so? Radharani is also immensely eager to meet Krishna, but is not meeting. Why? Because one of Radharani's name is Lalita Biti Manini. Means the one who is angry with Krishna out of fear of Lalita. She has some hesitation from Lalita. Although Lalita is Radharani's expansion only, the Kaya View Swarupa, like Vishakha, but they have all the different natures to make Krishna relish variegated rasa. In reality, there is one rasa. This one rasa has expanded himself in three forms. Try to understand. One rasa roop, the personification of rasa. Who is that rasa personified? It is Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna now has expanded himself in three forms. The Aswadye, the relishable, Aswadak, the relisher, and Aswad, the relish. One who relishes, and what he himself is the relisher, and he himself is what he is relishing, and he in the manjaris he is assisting the rasa. The relisher is Krishna himself. Aswadya Tattva is also Sri Krishna, and the Aswad, the relish, is also Krishna himself. There is nothing besides him. Eko Brahm Dvityo Nasti. There is just one Brahm, nothing besides him. So in the form of Lalita Sakhi, it is Radharani only, but has a different nature, so as to make Sri Krishna relish more. So out of fear of Lalita Sakhi, Radharani is not doing man bhanga. Now Manjari has understood that Thakurji is very eager, Swaminiji is also very eager, but till Lalita Sakhi gives her green signal, their meeting is just not possible. So we, the Manjari, we go in search of Lalita, and we enter a kunja and find Lalita and say, "Hey Lalite, you are sitting in this kunja." Huh? Lalita asks, "So what? Tell me what happened. You have ordered Swamini not to meet Thakurji. Do you know they are so eager to meet, and she is also suffering from pangs of separation, and you are just sitting here alone to maintain your dignity. She is not meeting Thakurji. Tell her to break her man. Please order so that she can meet." Then Lalita Sakhi says, "Okay, they can meet." So Manjari goes out, and we accomplish the meeting of Shama Sham. We worship Lalita, Radharani, Vishakha at the altar. We should know what is the mood of Lalita Sakhi, what her relationship with Radharani is, how she deals with Krishna. Only then we can truly properly worship Lalita Sakhi or Radharani. Then we can get proper benefit by performing devotional service once we have clear-cut understanding of all the emotional dynamics of the spiritual world. We offer so many things. Now, a pan is offered to Swaminiji. And what is our Swaminiji's state of mind when she is having pan? Let's try to know. We make Radharani eat pan. It is just like ordinary pan made of cardamom nuts, mugs? Huh? No, it is not so. That pan has Shams, Krishna's intoxicating nectar, the adramit of Krishna's lips. Sometimes what happens is Swaminiji meeting with Sham, Krishna is over, and thereafter Swamini is absorbed in talking about Krishna with her Sakhis. So who does Krishna Katha? Radharani herself. With whom? With the Sakhis only. So whatever she has relished, she is relishing again with the Sakhis through Hasparya, joking. So Radharani is relishing with Sakhis the bliss which she experienced at Kunja. Suddenly, Manjari serves the pan. And now there is no difference between pan and Sri Krishna. On the proportion one loves Krishna, one experiences, one feels Krishna. And in the proportion of love, one relishes Krishna's prasadam. Pan is Sri Krishna, there is no difference. Just imagine the unattainable Sri Krishna. Consider, for instance, boy is trying to meet girl. Meets her with great difficulty. How will he feel? Aha! The same way. Though she has relished the bliss with Shri Krishna and Kunja, but the Durlabhta, it is so difficult to attain that it makes them forget that. On seeing Pan, she feels as if Krishna has come. She becomes totally overwhelmed just by seeing the Pan coming nearby. She's totally enchanted from the fragrance of the Pan. Sakhis and Manjaris are there with her, serving her. What do they witness? Looking at Swamini Ji, it seems as if she is sitting there with Thakur Ji, with her back hugged against Krishna's back. She has assumed that posture. And then she starts uttering something. All this starts just by eating pan. And the Manjaris, we are relishing all this. Seeing all this, we are relishing like anything. That is why it is said that as sadhak begins to experience one's relationship with Radharani, it becomes difficult for him to live. He just prays and prays, please engage me in your service. Please take me out from this world. I don't want to live here. Please take me out. Please engage me in your service, Radharani. The mamta for Radharani is not like the servanthood for the Lord. It is not like that. Love for Swamini is filled with lot of affection. Lot of affection. Manjari is ladli. When Sri Krishna faints out of ecstasy, both Radha and Krishna, they need Manjari. Whom will they call? In their confidential relationship, they will call Manjari. Their ladli. So, for the welfare of all you saints, I request you with folded hands that stop being physical in your thinking. Stop being physical in your relationships. Alright? We attain the relationship with Krishna immediately after initiation, with Radharani, with Krishna, with Guru Manjari, immediately after initiation. Taking initiation should be the first step for those who are chanting Hare Krishna, and that initiation should be taken from any of the 500-year-old lineages which are still existing from the time of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Else, one will never be able to understand anything, one will never be able to relish anything. I hope from today's Radhashtami Katha, you all will be benefit for your life and you will experience your relationship with Radharani, with Lalita Sakhi, with Vishakha Sakhi, with Guru Manjari more thickly, more deeply. Jai Radhe.